All right, after the unprofessional sports show, and we are here. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ballard. Let's hang out for a bit. Um, I'll give it a little while, and we'll see if anyone shows up. I know I saw people like Traveling Fools and Millis, and I think I saw Colby in the comments. But yeah, man, I'll drop the link. I want to hear from you guys and let y'all on. What's up, Neo? And again, I'm just kind of tired, honestly. So if it seemed like the unprofessional sports show was a little more unprofessional than usual, you would be correct. This is a throwback. Hold on. I'm going to update the thumbnail real quick if I can. But anyone's welcome on. Just click the link. We'll get you on and we'll talk, man. I love talking with you guys. I won't be on here too long. I got to check out this bracket night best cereal of all time. Lucky Charms. That was a kid favorite of mine. D4 Sports. Y'all go sub them up. What's up, Jacob? I dropped the link. If anyone wants to come on, feel free to. I'm just kind of hanging out tonight. I think that was one of the worst unprofessional sports shows I've done, at least towards the end of it. I think it started out okay, and I think I had a good talking point. Um, how do I put this? Good topics, probably not the best way to go about them, honestly. But I love y'all, and I know we got a great community. We're not perfect, and we kind of just let's just call it what it is. Um, we kind of just roll with it, you know. Brand one, is that it? Yeah. I mean, it's like I said.
All that says, you about to roll with the tide.
Gotta roll with the tide, man. I mean,
Why not Bama? Why not?
Why not Bama? I see Jacob in here. We got some Georgia fans, man. Jacob, you want to come on, buddy? I dropped the link. Anyone's welcome, but let's hang out. Let's talk. And now we got a Bama fan in here. What's up, Neo?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm all right.
That's good. I didn't see the unprofessional sports show. I just thought I'd come over here and see if anybody was going to hang out with you.
Yeah, we kind of talked about some spring games. Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. They got a big quarterback competition going on. So
Yeah, I heard about that.
yeah.
Well,
Have you
how
been
do you think?
keeping up? I've been okay.
I was going to say, how do you think Bama's offensive line is going to be?
Oh, I'm hearing a lot of great things about it. They brought in oh crap, where'd he come from? It's hard to keep up now, but I was fixing to ask you what you thought about I don't know if you keep up with the transfer portal too much, but like we brought in like 10 guys already. But as far as the O line, I think with the Brockmeyer twins, the JC Latham, and the experience, and then we brought in one from the transfer portal that's really, really big. So I like it this year.
I didn't see it, but I've been hearing the O line didn't look too good in the spring game, in the A-Day game.
It didn't, but we still got other spring practices and everything, and we still got a whole off season and fall camp. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll get better and up to a good standard by the time the season starts in September. I would hope, at
Yeah.
least.
Well, from what I understand, the defense looks very promising.
Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Gotta love them. Man, I feel bad for the SEC now. I'm just saying. I mean, if we face Georgia again, which I guess I kind of hope so because we got to get them back for that title, right? Like at some point. Um,
Well,
even though we've been tormenting them since 2008.
yeah.
Put Stetson on the ground or whoever their quarterbacks. And I see that's a big deal there too. Is should like Georgia wins the title. Should Georgia fans feel different this offseason? Not just because of that, but like Stetson should be the guy day one, and there shouldn't be any controversy other than who's going to be backing him up, right? I mean, that's kind of where we're at with Ty Simpson and Milrow for Bryce Young. I would
Yeah.
assume how they need to feel about Gunnar Stockton and Vandergriff and Beck.
Yeah. From what I saw, in Georgia's G-Day game, I think actually it was oh, I can't think of his name. What's his name that looked the best?
What was his number?
Uh,
I thought Carson Beck stood out.
Carson Beck. That's the one. I think
15. It was like 15, right?
I've just heard that he looked the best.
I heard that too. I heard that
He
Vandergriff
looked
stood
better.
out a little bit, but
Yeah. Beck looked better than from what I heard anyway. Beck, because I didn't see all of it. Beck
yeah.
looked better than Bennett even. So
I want to know if Arizona State's had theirs. I know because Paul Tyson transferred over to Arizona State.
I didn't know that. No,
Yeah, that's where he ended up.
I'm not
I didn't know
surprised.
where he was going to go,
I'm not
but
surprised because he was not going to play at Alabama.
yeah. I mean, he did.
Oh,
I thought he did okay backing up, but yeah, I know what I said that one day. I knew good and well he was not competing with Bryce. He's competing just to make sure, hey, I'm still good for second string, right?
well,
But yeah, he ended up in the Pac-12, so I mean that's good for him. He might be the guy over there. He might not. I'm not sure, but
easier
uh,
conference.
it is. It is an easier conference. He's playing. How about that? That's like two. Think about this. I'm just now realizing, but two SEC quarterbacks have gone to the Pac-12 this offseason, and because you got to remember, Bo Nix is at Oregon,
Yeah, yeah.
so that's something.
I think the thing that surprised me most was Spencer Rattler going to South Carolina.
Yeah, I didn't know where I thought he was going to go, but South Carolina was not it at all. But I mean, South Carolina's actually having a good offseason, and I like hearing from Shane Beamer. Like his press conferences are cool. He doesn't get hit like he's not a Dan Mullen. He's not
Yeah,
a he's got a really good smile and character to him.
it
He's
seems like it from what I've seen of him. Yeah,
yeah, like you just want to meet the guy, and be like, "What's up?"
yeah.
So
He's approachable. He seems like he is approachable.
yeah, absolutely.
Nick Saban is definitely not approachable.
I mean, you probably could approach him, but he'll shake your hand and say, "Hey, man, thank you for showing up." And, wait, coach, I just want to ask you a quick. Oh, he's gone in the stadium. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. No, but I don't know, man. It's I'm a little worried about the offensive line from what I've heard.
I am too. I was worried about it last year. Um, Definitely worried about it this year. I mean, we have we've really only lost Evan Neal, I think, but there are a couple guys coming back that have experience, but it is still super young, and it was really Evan Neal carried that O line.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
trying
it.
to. I've been telling people, well, they'll get better during during the fall, summer and in fall, and I'm telling people that, but I only halfway believe it. I know I've told Jacob if Jacob's still in the stream. I know I've told him that before, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to pump us up a little bit, but I'm not sure.
Hey, I don't blame you. I mean, you got to have confidence in your team, but at the same time, you can't. When there is a sense of urgency or worry, you can't try to hide it either.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fair. And I mean, look, people think Alabama's going to go out and, yeah, they're the best college football program. They're the best team and they recruit very well. But to sit there and say they never lose or have any issues is, I mean, they're
of
not perfect.
course
I
not.
mean,
It's dumb for anybody to say that.
right. Oh, but look at Nick Saban. Look at Alabama. Woo.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, look at Bama. Just look at them real quick. I
look
mean,
at Bama. They got flaws.
yeah. And this whole, I've heard so many people say, "Why does Bama always win?" And they never lose. They always win, but this whole they never lose. You got to understand, the 2020 team that went undefeated was the first one since the dynasty began
Since
in 2000.
2009. Yeah,
I mean, they've had to take losses and use it as motivation, and a lot of teams did that. I think that's what Georgia did. I mean, yeah, it was kind of set up that they were having a dream season, but if they have won the SEC title, does first off, does the two-loss Bama get in? And let alone who knows who they face, such as a Michigan, where they're undefeated against them. Michigan's
yeah.
already had a loss. We might have a different champion. That's a good possibility. I mean, that's my opinion, but
So we'll just have to see how it plays out once the season starts. I don't know. I don't think we'll go undefeated. It's so hard to go undefeated. Uncle Lou is right
yeah.
about that. It's so hard to go undefeated. Um, and we'll probably lose a game somewhere. I just hope it's not an embarrassing one.
And I hope it's not Auburn.
Oh yeah, me too.
I think
Out of
really
anybody,
early.
I hope it's not Auburn, and I hope it's not Tennessee.
Honestly, the first test comes early with week 2. I mean, I know people might not want to say it too much, but Billingsley went to Texas, and Quinn Ewers is a 5-star recruit at quarterback.
Right.
Um, and
I
that's an
know.
offensive league with Sarkisian as the head coach. They got a lot of potential. And the fact that it's an early
I know.
game makes it even more dangerous.
Yeah. No, gonna pick, I think we beat them.
Yeah. Yeah. You're kind of breaking up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now a little bit.
Yeah, it's starting to clear up. Hold on.
Mississippi Sport was here. What's up?
I don't know what's going on. If you can hear me, Neo, try exiting and I'll try to add you back in, mate, because sometimes that does help. I mean, the Wi-Fi seems pretty okay here, so I don't know what's going on. There we go. We'll see if he gets back in. We'll see if that makes it better too. Like I say, the Wi-Fi here is okay. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Oh, he's not at home. Okay, that's fine. How good? I did miss the USC spring game. Did anybody see it? Let me know. How was Caleb Williams? Because I know he did pretty good at Oklahoma, and I think, and again, he only transferred. Think about this. He goes to USC. It was a whole coaching thing. He wasn't going to lose his job just because Brent Venables coming over or whatever. He wanted, you know, he wanted a chance with someone he trusted. So, I mean, Lincoln still has his quarterback. And they split it up as an offense and defense, by the way. There you go. It started out the defense was 21 points up, 21 to nothing. Let me see. Here you go. Caleb Williams of USC. Look at that spiral there. Let's see what he does here. Takes a handoff, throws very quickly to the end zone, finds number 4. That's not. He can whip it. Let's go back and see that here. 1, 2. About 2.5 seconds from when he gets the ball snapped. Field goal was good. That looked pretty tough. Here's Williams. Look at that off his back foot. He just lobs it so perfectly. He literally can just throw it. That was intercepted. But I like that he can just throw it up and he just trusts his teammates. That's awesome. And Mario Williams, by the way, too, transferred over to USC. He's from my hometown in Florida, by the way. A real small town. Well, I don't mean it like that. It's a decent size. It's normal, but he went to the high school down there. Mario Williams did. I forgot all about him, and I forgot that he transferred to USC with Caleb Williams. So we'll play some music in the background here if I can find it. There we go. And hopefully, I hope this stuff's not copyrighted. This is through StreamYard, this music. It's all instrumental, too. This is Daydreaming is what it's called. Don't forget, we're going through the team previews, going through the Big Ten. I did, oh crap, who did I do? I did Rutgers. I did one of the bets. Oh, Illinois. I did Illinois yesterday. Uploaded it last night. It's only fair if I want to do all the Power 5 teams. That's all right, Jacob. You're good, bro. I just think only if it's fair to do. I mean, I did Vanderbilt for the SEC. They're still historically a bad program, I think. At least to my knowledge of recency. Illinois is too. Oregon State. That reminds me, we will do a live show soon of what makes a dead program. and talk about that and look at some of the quote unquote dead programs in college football. And that's an article to write too. So here you go. Here's something. Let me stop the music here. Well, we're gonna talk about this. Let me make a banner because I just found something. I knew I just needed a little bit of time to think there. Um, an article put out about Heather Dinich of ESPN, who is a great college football playoff insider. She does an amazing job. This is from the ClemsonInsider.com. And her comments on the path to the college football playoff for the Clemson Tigers and Dabo Swinney this year in 2022. Dinich broke down how each team can make the playoff and what its chances are according to ESPN's FPI and All-State playoff predictor. Let's kind of skip ahead a little bit. Let's see. Dinich notes that what the CFP selection committee won't like when evaluating Clemson is its number 44 strength of schedule, and she points out that the top 12 teams of the FPI, ACC foe Pittsburgh, number 54, is the only team ranked lower in that regard. On the other hand, what the committee would like, Dinich says, is a perfect 4-0 non-conference record. Basically, here's what I'm hearing. Clemson cannot lose a game at all. Clemson shouldn't have any problems with Furman or Louisiana Tech, especially at home, Dennis wrote. But if the Tigers can win it all in South or can win at South Bend, Indiana, and beat rival South Carolina at home, they'll have a much better case for the top four as an ACC champion. South Carolina is making strides under Shane Beamer and is a potential top 25 opponent. I agree. As for the biggest obstacle to the Tigers getting back to the playoff in 2022, after missing out on the action last season for the first time in 7 years, the marquee matchup at Notre Dame on November 5th. I'm excited for that game. This should be Clemson's biggest opportunity to impress the selection committee on the national stage. Dennis wrote, if Clemson loses this game, it can still finish in the top four with an ACC title, but it's not a guarantee. It still depends on how the other Power 5 champions fare in similarly difficult non-con games. Here's how I would put it, right? I would say Clemson has to hope for teams like Miami, NC State to be better than maybe we expect them to be and have some hope. And you're welcome, Jacob. Appreciate it, buddy. Anytime. I'll get to that in a second. Clemson has to hope that teams like NC State and Miami are better than we think. You got Mario Cristobal at Miami, Tyler Van Dyke at quarterback, NC State has good potential. Um, from what I'm hearing, uh, seriously, Coach Doran is doing a lot overall, and the Wolfpacks they have some potential. The Wolfpack has potential. They got a good roster. They really only lose Akeem Iquanu to the draft. And even if they weren't, you imagine this year's team with the potential that they have. And they got Michael Allen as a freshman. They got Raheem Ashford, who's a safety, a junior, right? Tyler Baker Williams, Jacoby Baldwin, Shaheem Battle, Anthony Button, right? And they got all these red shirts, these transfers, Anthony Carter, Devin Carter, both of them from one's from Clayton and one's from Charlotte, so I'm assuming they're not related. Josh Crabtree at receiver. There's a lot. There's teams not ahead of Clemson, but there's teams that could be in the way. I would, and you got to think too. You got to think. Okay, right. This was a 9-3 team last year. The Wolfpack was. That's the team in the way for Clemson. I think they're in the same division. Clemson has to win their division. I think even if Clemson does take a loss, and again, we'll talk more about this when I get to the ACC previews, but I guess we could go ahead and look at their schedule. Even if they take a loss, they hope it's to the best team possible on their schedule, right, which is that Notre Dame game. If not, that maybe South Carolina. But they have to back not just winning 11 games. They got to do it convincingly. They cannot go to Boston College and have a scare. They can't have a scare with Syracuse. They can't have you know what I'm saying? They can't have a scare. Miami is on their schedule as the cross-conference team. Or the cross-divisional team, not conference, the same conference. They got Syracuse at home, at Florida State. You should have no problem there. At Boston College, NC State is October 1st. That's at Clemson, right? Let's say if they win every game. Let's say they're in a position of 2020. I mean, they still made it in with only the Notre Dame loss. No problem. Then they lost to, then again, okay, they backed it up with the ACC championship. If Clemson wins the ACC 11-1, which again, the ACC will be after the Big Ten previews, which we're going through right now. But if they win the ACC, they have a chance. If they're 11-2, that's a no-go. If they're 12-1 or 13-0, one of those two records with an ACC title counting, they're in. I think they can get back. I really do. I was joking when I said they're falling off and Dabo's going to be on the hot seat. No. You have a bad year. Suck it up. Shake it off. Learn from it. Right? You got DJ. You got, I think, is it Ross going pro or something? They're recruiting greatly. Brian Breesy on the defense. They got all this talent. You got Dabo's sons. You got the Venable kids. You know, Frank Lasson is a receiver to watch out for. I'm telling you. Clemson's going to be back at some point, and it might be this year. And believe me, I hate Clemson. I don't like Clemson. I love Pigskin Pete to death. He's a good friend, great YouTuber. I don't like Clemson. I got family members that are Clemson fans, and they're just, I love them to death, but man, they are annoying to the core. For sure. I hope I'm wrong about Clemson being back. But in all fairness, unbiased, I think they might. But we'll see. Again, Heather Dinich says the marquee matchup is Notre Dame on November 5th. Biggest opportunity to impress the selection committee. If they go to Notre Dame and they lose, even if that's their only loss and they're the ACC champion, what they have to hope for is that the Big 12 can't produce a one loss or undefeated champ, or maybe say the same about the Pac 12. Because I think the Pac 12 with a team like Utah would do better. And I think the Big 12 with a team like Oklahoma State or Baylor would do better and be favored more so than Clemson would be for a playoff bid. But we'll see. Anyway. Listen, guys, I'm tired. It has been a long day. We got church tomorrow, so I'm kind of relaxed. Maybe watch an episode of a show or something and all that. But I appreciate everyone for showing up tonight in the comments and for Neo dropping in, Sippy showing up, Jacob showing up, Neo. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. How do I feel about Bama's new wide receiver? Which one? Hold on. What was his name again? Let me see. You talked about the Louisville. Tyler Harrell. I liked him at Louisville. He's got great speed and size. I like him. I think that his speed, man, is great. For sure. It's like Waddle good. He's a very skinny. He's got the speed of Waddle, but he's got the size of Devontae Smith. So, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what Tyler Harrell can do. And yeah, man, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got an amazing plan. Keep believing it. Keep having faith. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Like I always say, subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, your boy Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. Peace. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one.